Hello again. As I'm sure most viewers know, David Lammy, who's some fool appointed to the post of Lord Chancellor, is trying to abolish trial by jury because the backlog of cases in the criminal justice system is now so bad that there is a waiting list of a year or two before cases come up for trial. But I wonder if viewers ask themselves why we have such a backlog and what is creating what is known in the trade as bottleneck courts, where the backlog just keeps getting bigger day by day, week by week, and year by year. Some courts are notorious for the length of time people are likely to have to wait before their case is heard. Some of these courts are in London, for example, the Old Bailey, more properly known as the Central Criminal Court, Southwark, Wood Green, Snaresbrook, and so on. Others are in Manchester and Birmingham. What is it which makes those London courts, and to a lesser extent Crown Courts in Birmingham and Manchester, so busy that they get completely clogged up? I have various correspondents who supply me with information on condition that I do not mention their names, for obvious reasons. One such sent me a mass of statistics which reveals something very curious. It is an analysis of the most frequent surnames of those due to appear at those horribly overcrowded courts. I've cut and pasted these figures in the description to this video, and I've made a few alterations so that they cannot be tracked back to any particular source. I cannot, I'm afraid, for obvious reasons, provide that source. The commonest surname of defendants at the most crowded courts is Khan, and there are 692 of these currently awaiting trial. Then we have 568 Hussains, 520 Ahmeds, followed by 452 people called Ali, and 433 called Mohammed. I think we are able to guess without making racist assumptions that these are all Muslim immigrants. You see, this is what is clogging up our judicial system. This is why we might be abolishing trial by jury. There are so many foreigners and immigrants committing crimes in London and other big cities that our courts cannot cope with them. I'm sorry to put the matter so bluntly, but that's what it amounts to. You see, over a quarter of the people in our prisons are foreigners or immigrants, and it is this which has caused the prison population to grow so large that there is simply no room anymore in our prisons. This is why the government has been letting people out of prison early to make some space. I dare say that some people will be put out to hear me explaining the situation in these terms, but it is because nobody will speak openly about it that we've got into this pickle. The simple fact is that if we didn't have all those Khans, Ahmed Alis, Hussains, and Mohammeds, we would not now be facing the prospect of having the 800-year-old tradition of jury trials in this country abandoned.